Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, we're going to see Game 2 of Nationals at Cubs. Yesterday we had a very exciting game where the Cubs mounted a big rally in the 8th and ninth innings to come back and win the game 6-5. Today the Cubs come in at 20 and 19, 2.5 games behind the division leading Reds and 4th place in the NL Central. And let's get this game underway. The Cubs are going to send Yu Darvish to the mound to start today's game. He is going to have the same lineup, it looks like, that was out there yesterday. Supporting him from the offensive side, Nationals are going to send Patrick Corbin out to the mound. And there's going to be a couple changes. The Nationals will have Yan Gomes doing the catching today. They're going to have Howie Kendrick over at first. And those look like those are the differences in today's lineups. We have clear skies and 70 degrees today. Wind blowing in from right at 9 mph. As the Cubs face the Nationals, Darvish is on the mound for the top of the first inning. He will face Adam Eaton. Darvish comes in at 3-4, 47 2/3 innings pitched, 13 walks to 53 strikeouts and a 3.21 ERA. Darvish looking into Contreras for the sign. And here comes the pitch. And there's another bunt attempted a single. The throw goes to first, and this time Adam Eaton manages to beat it out for an infield single. That's the same thing he did in yesterday's game, but this time they were not able to throw him out. The next batter will be Asdrubal Cabrera. He's going to bat with runner on first and nobody out. Darvish with the first pitch comes to the plate, and that is a wild pitch. Excuse me, that's going to be scored a pass ball. Either way, Eaton advances to second. Now there's runner in scoring position and nobody out for Asdrubal Cabrera. 1-ball count. That's going to be hit in the air to right field. Hayward's going to have to play it on a hop, but he throws it home. The throw comes home, and it is just a little bit late. Hayward tried to throw Eaton out at home, but Eaton slides in just ahead of the tag. So the Nationals have grabbed a 1-0 lead. Soto now the batter. With runner on first, Cabrera had an RBI single. And still nobody out in the top of the first. 1-1 pitch to Soto. That's hit out to right field. Hayward has this one. He catches it on the fly for the first out. Cabrera retreats to first, and Trey Turner is the next batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-2 pitch to Turner. Popped up, Baez going back into left field. He has it for out number 2. Howie Kendrick now the batter, with 2 outs and 1 man on. Full count pitch to Kendrick. Flied out to right, Hayward chasing and puts it away for out number 3. The Nationals do score a run and grab a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. Tauchman now the batter against Patrick Corbin. 2-2 pitch. Corbin looks for the sign. Comes to the plate. Strike 3 swinging. Got Tauchman to chase an outside fastball on that one. Fletcher now the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Fletcher hits it hard, but right at the first baseman, Kendrick. Fields it, goes to first. Fletcher's retired for out number 2. Rizzo now the batter, with 2 outs and nobody on. Rizzo waiting for the pitch. Rizzo pops it up to right center. That looks like it'll be playable. The wind is bending it a little bit, but Robles chases it down for out number 3. We go to the top of the second of a 1-0 Washington lead. Robles batting again with a 1-2 count, and he strikes out swinging. Robles continues to struggle, and here is Carter Kieboom against Yu Darvish with 1 out, nobody on. Full count to Kieboom. That is low for ball 4. And the Nationals now have a runner on first, and Yan Gomes is the next batter. 0-2 pitch to Gomes. Darvish comes to the plate. Grounder to Bryant at third. Throw goes to second for 1. Throw goes to first for 2. The Cubs must have been practicing some double plays because they have retired the Nationals on a 5-4-3 double play. I feel like the Cubs' infield defense has improved over the last couple of games. However, Javier Baez's hitting has not improved very much. Baez standing in at .216 with 9 home runs and 20 RBIs this season. But hey, he doesn't have the little snowflake anymore, so apparently he's not swinging an icicle up there. 2-1 pitch to Baez. And he hits it hard to straightaway center field. That is going to be one hop to the wall. Baez is going to have extra bases. He comes to second, standing up with a double. And the Cubs have the leadoff man on in the bottom of the second of a 1-0 National lead. Bryant now the batter. Nobody out. Full count pitch to Bryant. Showed good eye yesterday, drawing a critical walk. This time, Bryant skies it out to center field. Robles is going to have it. Baez acts like he's going to tag up, but retreats to the second base. Contreras now the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. 3-0 count to Contreras. And that is low. That is ball 4. The Cubs now have first and second with 1 out, and Hayward is the batter. 0-2 pitch to Hayward. Corbin with the pitch. He comes to the plate, and that is a curve for strike 3. Almora now the batter, trying to drive in the tying run with 2 outs and 2 men on. 0-1 pitch to Almora. That's a little looper. The shortstop Turner goes back into short left field, and he puts it away for out number 3. The Cubs do not score despite stranding 2 runners. We go to the top of the third of a 1-0 Washington lead. Darvish will pitch to the Nationals pitcher Corbin to lead off the third. 2-2 count. Darvish comes to the plate. Strike 3 swinging with a big curve. Darvish gets his second strikeout of the game. And now Adam Eaton is the batter. 1-0 pitch to Eaton. There's another bunt. Gosh, he just keeps going back to the well on that, and Eaton is safe on first again. You would think at some point the Cubs would start to react to that play in the course of this game. Now Darvish is going to pitch to Cabrera with 1 out, 1 man on. 2-1 count. And that's hit high in the air to left center. Almora is over, puts it away for out number 2. Darvish will now face Soto. Runner still on first, Eaton 2 away. And Darvish trying to get out of this inning. 1-1 pitch to Soto. That is inside for ball 2. The runner Eaton heads down to third, and the Cubs catcher Contreras just continues to struggle throwing out base runners. Eaton steals his 3rd base of the year. He is on second now with Soto batting. Full count pitch to Soto. Outside ball 4. I feel like that kind of was a intentional walk. But now Trey Turner will be the batter. First and second, 2 out. And he will face Darvish with a 1-0 count. That is a base hit down in the left field corner. Tauchman cuts it off. It does not get to the wall. The throw comes home, and the runner is safe at home. The Washington Nationals now have a 2-0 lead on the Trey Turner RBI single. Tauchman did everything he could with that one, got it back in quickly, but the throw was just a hair late. And now Howie Kendrick is going to be the next batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. 1-1 count to Hendrick. There's a ground ball up the middle. Baez dives and gets the ball from, he stops it from getting into center field, but he is not able to make a play. Couldn't even flip it to second to get the 3rd out. Robles now the batter. He's going to bat with the bases loaded. Still 2 outs. Darvish really struggling to figure out how he's going to record this third out in the third inning. First pitch. And that is hit very high and very hard out to right field. And that is a home run as Hayward looks up and it is gone. Robles just hit a 414-foot home run. And Darvish continues to struggle giving up gopher balls. Washington now leads 6-0. Carter Kieboom is going to bat. He is going to face Albert Alzolay. The Cubs manager, apparently learning his lesson from the last time out, has decided he's going to pull Darvish early. And Alzolay will pitch now to Carter Kieboom. 2-1 pitch to Kieboom with 2 outs. And that's a liner beyond the diving Baez out into left field. As we learned earlier, it doesn't matter if Baez dives. He still can't throw the guy out at first anyway. Gomes now the batter with runner on first and 2 out. 1 ball count to Yan Gomes. Grounder to Baez. Fields cleanly. Throws to second. And the runner is retired on the fielder's choice. The Washington Nationals score 5 runs on 5 hits in the top of the third. It is now a 6-0 Washington lead. Alzolay is actually going to be allowed to bat for himself. He threw 1 out. He got the final out in the top of the 9th inning in yesterday's game, but he's apparently going to be asked to throw a couple innings today. First pitch to Alzolay. Grounder to second. Cabrera has it. Throws to Kendrick. Out number 1. Tauchman now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 0-1 pitch. Tauchman skies it out to center field. Robles is going to catch that on the warning track for out number 2. Fletcher now the batter. He's standing in with 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes the pitch. Fletcher gets a single up the middle. That's a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Fletcher to just knock that one right back up through the box. And now the Cubs have a runner on first for Rizzo with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-2 pitch to Rizzo. And that is a pickoff throw to first. The pitch was called a ball. Gomes tried to throw it down to first and pick off Fletcher, but Fletcher dove back safely. Rizzo continuing to bat with a full count, and he hits a pop-up to right that looks like it'll be an easy play. It is for out number 3. Eaton puts it away, and the Cubs are retired, stranding a runner in the 3rd. We go to the top of the 4th of a 6-0 Washington lead. Alzolay will pitch to Patrick Corbin in the top of the 4th. 1-2 pitch to Corbin. And Alzolay strikes out the pitcher to begin the 4th inning. Eaton now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. 0-1 pitch to Eaton. There is a grounder to second. Fletcher has it, throws to first, and now there are 2 outs. Alzolay pitching to Cabrera with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 pitch. Grounder back to the mound. Alzolay has it, throws to first, and that retires the side. The Nationals go down 1-2-3 in the 4th. Cubs coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 6-0. Baez is going to be the batter. First pitch to Baez. Here it comes. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. Baez hits that one directly to the center fielder, but it gets to him on about 3 hops. And Baez has a single. Bryant now the batter with nobody out. Runner on first. Cubs trying to get something going here. Full count pitch to Bryant. And that is ball 4. Bryant heads down to first. Baez to second. And now Contreras is the batter. First and second. Nobody out. If the Cubs are going to come back in this game, they need to start getting some runs in these opportunities. There's a 1-1 pitch. The ball goes to third. Grounder to second. And then the relay to first. And that is a 5-4-3 double play. Well, now Hayward is going to bat. Baez advances to third on the ground ball double play. And Hayward is looking to drive in the Cubs' first run of the game. 2-0 pitch to Hayward. Hayward hits it on the ground to second. Cabrera has it, throws to first, and Hayward legs out the infield single. That is going to be an RBI single for Hayward as Baez scores from third. Cubs have their first run of the game. And now Almora will bat with Hayward on first and 2 out. 1-1 pitch to Almora, and he hits one hard into the gap in right center field. Hayward rounding second, heading for third. Almora coming to second base with a stand-up double. And that is going to put runners on second and third with 2 outs. And the Cubs are going to send Albert Alzolay up to bat. You know, I understand you don't want to burn up your whole bullpen, but this seems like a great opportunity to try to cut into the Nationals' lead, and to allow Alzolay to bat here, I just don't know that I agree with this decision. 2-0 pitch to Alzolay. He hits it on the ground to third. The throw goes to first, and the side is retired. The Cubs do score 1 run in the bottom of the fourth. We go now to the top of the 5th inning of a 6-1 Nationals lead. Alzolay will pitch to lead off the Nationals half of the 5th inning, and Soto actually hits that one against the shift. He hits it to where the third baseman should have been, but because the shift was on, Bryant was standing halfway between second and third base. He was the only infielder on that side. Soto uses the shift to his advantage and gets an RBI, not an RBI single, just a single to left. Trey Turner now the batter with an 0-2 count, runner on first. And Turner grounds weakly back to the mound. That'll be a throw to first, but Turner is actually going to beat that out for an infield single. While the Nationals have gotten 2 very, fortunate plays here to lead off the 5th inning, but they have runners on first and second and nobody out, and Alzolay is pitching now to Eric Thames. 1-2 pitch to Thames, and he strikes him out swinging with a fastball at 102 miles an hour, and that was up around his eyes. Robles is now going to bat with 1 out, 2 men on. 2-2 pitch. Robles hit the home run last time up. This time he swings and misses on a fastball at 98 for strike 3. Alzolay is now going to pitch to Carter Kieboom with 2 outs, 2 men on, trying to escape this inning. First pitch to Kieboom. Here it comes. Popped up to the right side. Contreras chases, Rizzo chases, and Rizzo makes the catch in front of the dugout for out number 3. Well, the Nationals strand 2 runners, but ultimately the Cubs hold, and we go to the bottom of the 5th of a 6-1 Nationals lead. Tauschman, the Cubs leadoff hitter, is going to lead off the Cubs half of the 5th inning. Patrick Corbin is coming out for inning number 5 of work. Tauschman hits it on the ground to third. The throw goes to first. He is retired 5-3 on the ground out. And David Fletcher will be the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Plesher. Fletcher hits it high in the air to left field. Soto, drifting back, makes the catch short of the warning track. For out number 2. Rizzo will now stand in against Corbin with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 pitch. And Rizzo hits it on the ground to first. Kendrick covers. Oh, Thames covers, I'm sorry. Kendrick was subbed out earlier. Thames covers, throws to Corbin covering the base, and the Cubs are retired in order in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning of a 6-1 Washington lead. Alzolay coming out for another inning of work. He is going to face Gomes in the top of the 6th. 1-2 pitch. Gomes hits it out to center. Almora is coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Patrick Corbin will continue to bat for himself here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-1 pitch to Corbin. Alzolay comes to the plate. Popped up to left, Tauschman coming over and tracking that down in left center field for out number 2. Adam Eaton now is the batter, and he will face new Cub pitcher Corey Sadler. Sadler had better be on his toes and expect the bunt here. Eaton has bunted for a base hit successfully already twice in this game. He is 2 for 3. First pitch, Sadler looks in for the sign, coming to the plate. And that's a grounder up the middle. Sadler has it. It wasn't a bunt, but Sadler still has the play. Throws to first, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Corbin coming out for another inning of work. He's at 73 pitches. He will face Baez to lead off the Cubs half of the 6th inning. 1-1 pitch. Baez hits it on the ground to short. Oh, the shortstop bobbles it. The shortstop, Trey Turner, kicked that ball, and he is not able to throw Baez out at first. Baez is safe on the error, and Bryant will come up to bat with one out, or nobody out, and one man on. 1-1 pitch to Bryant. Baez, they try to throw out at first base on another pickoff play. That's the second time Gomes has attempted that in this game. But Baez dives back safely, and Bryant continues to bat. Full count pitch to Bryant. And that's a ground ball to short. Throw to second, relay to first, double play. That is a GDP for Chicago. And now there are 2 outs and nobody on. Contreras now the batter. 2-2 pitch. Corbin coming to the plate. Strike 3 swinging. Contreras quietly goes back to the dugout. We go to the top of the 7th inning now of a 6-1 Washington lead. Sadler will stay in. He will pitch to Cabrera to lead off the Nationals half of the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Cabrera loops it out to right, but Hayward is there on the move, making the catch for out number 1. Juan Soto now the batter against Casey Sadler. Full count pitch to Soto. Hit hard to center field. Almora's coming in. He is going to make that catch for out number 2. Turner now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 pitch to Turner. Strike 3 swinging. Sadler strikes him out. He sets the Nationals down in order in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning of a 6-1 Nationals lead. And now we have our guest conductor for the 7th inning stretch. Today it is going to be the one and only Billy Joel. Jason Hayward will be the batter for the Cubs, leading off the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cubs are sending up 7, 8, 9 spots in the order. Hopefully we see a pinch hitter for Casey Sadler in the 9 spot. Well, let's see if the Cubs can get some runners on in front of him. 2-2 pitch to Hayward. Hayward swings and misses at a changeup that is way outside. Strike 3. Almora now bats with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch to Almora. Grounder to short. Turner has it. Throws to first. And that is out number 2. Mike Ford will now be the batter. He is going to stand in against Patrick Corbin with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 pitch to Ford. Ford hits it on the ground to second. Cabrera has it. Throws to Thames, and that is out number 3. Cubs go down in order in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th of a 6-1 Washington lead. Jeremy Jeffress is going to come in. He's going to try to continue to lower that ERA. He actually got his strikeout total to match his walk total in yesterday's game. He's up to 15 2/3 innings pitched, 11 walks, 11 strikeouts, and a 6.89 ERA. Jeffress will pitch to Thames, Robles, and Kaboom here in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch to Thames. Here it comes. And he hits him. Jeffress just sent Thames down to first on the hit-by pitch, and now Robles is going to be the batter. With nobody out, man on first. 2-2 pitch. And that is hit very hard out to right field. That is going to bounce to the wall. Hayward has it, gets it back in. The runner is going to stop at third as Hayward has shown his defensive prowess, throwing out runners at home previously. So Thames is at third, Robles with the double standing on second, and Kaboom now stands in with second and third, nobody out. 2-2 pitch to Carter Kaboom. Grounder to short. Baez has it. Looks the runner back at second. Throws to first. They concede the run. And Gomes now will bat, with Robles still standing on second and one out. Score that a fielder's choice, 6-3 for the first out of the eighth inning. 2-0 pitch. Grounder to second. Fletcher has it. Throws to first. That is out number 2. Robles advances to third on the ground ball to the right side, and now Patrick Corbin will bat. Nationals up 7-1. They've scored another run in this inning. Extended their lead. Jeffress will pitch to Corbin with 2 outs and runner on third. Grounder to first. Rizzo has it. Runs to the bag. Out number 3. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. The Nationals score again. They make their lead 7-1. Cubs are going to send their leadoff man, Tauschman, up in the bottom of the eighth inning against Patrick Corbin. He's at 97 pitches. I guess if you're going to come back in this game, you got to hope they're leaving Corbin out there a little too long. Full count pitch to Tauschman. Popped up to left, Soto coming in, puts it away for out number 1. Fletcher now the batter, and he will face Ronis Elias. He was actually the opener in yesterday's game. He is now brought in to protect the 6-run lead with 1 out in the 8th inning. Full count pitch to Fletcher. Elias comes to the plate. Grounder to first, weakly hit. That is going to be an infield single for David Fletcher. He hustles down the line. Elias was slow to cover the bag, and there's an infield single for Fletcher. So now Rizzo comes up with 1 out, 1 man on. And a 2-2 pitch to Rizzo. Rizzo hits it hard past the first baseman down into the right field corner. Rizzo rounds first, heading for second. Tauschman heads all the way to third, but he stops at third. The third base coach puts on the stop sign as Eaton gets back into the cutoff man. And now the Cubs have something going. They have runners on first and second and 1 out, and Baez is the batter in the bottom of the 8th inning. Well, Baez is already 2 for 3 today. Let's see if he can improve on that line. 2-1 pitch to Baez. He hits it hard and high out to right field, but it looks like that's going to be playable. It is. The runner on third tags up. He is going to score without a throw. And the Cubs have made this game 7-2 on the Baez sac fly to right field. Problem is, the Cubs can't keep trading outs for runs. They only have 4 outs left, and they're down by 5 runs. Bryant, the batter now, with Rizzo on second and 2 outs. Full count pitch to Bryant. And he hits it hard past the third baseman into left field. Rizzo rounds third. He is going to head home. He will score without a throw. It is now 7-3 Cubs. Bryant with the RBI single draws the Cubs a little bit closer and is now a 4-run Nationals lead. And Steve Okert is going to be the next pitcher for the Nationals. He has thrown 15 innings and allowed 30 hits and 23 earned runs already this season, for an astonishingly high 13.80 ERA. I don't know how you even get your ERA that. He's given up a run and a half for every inning that he throws. Anyway, Okert is going to face Contreras. The Cubs with 2 outs and Bryant on first, trying to continue this rally in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 pitch. Contreras at the plate. Contreras hits it on the ground to short. Turner has it, throws to first, and the Cubs are retired. But they do score 2 runs. They cut into the Nationals' lead. It is now 7-3 Washington going to the top of the 9th. The Cubs are going to bring in Craig Kimbrell to try to keep this game right at 7-3. He will face the top of the Washington lineup. Adam Eaton will be the leadoff hitter. Full count, Kimbrell coming to the plate. against Eaton. And that is low. That is ball 4. Eaton heads down to first. Kimbrell is unhappy with the home plate umpire. Cabrera now is the batter with a runner on first and nobody out. 0-1 pitch to Cabrera, and that gets away. That is a wild pitch. It goes all the way to the backstop. Kimbrell allows the runner to advance to second on the wild pitch. Now Eaton is in scoring position. Cabrera is the batter with a 2-2 count. Kimbrell to the plate. Strike 3 looking on the fastball. Well, Kimbrell rung him up for the first out in the 9th inning, and now Soto is the batter. And I wonder if there's any contemplation of walking Soto and facing Trey Turner instead in this situation. First pitch to Soto, and they do. They intentionally walk him. That sets up the force, potential inning-ending double play. And now Kimbrell will pitch to Trey Turner with first and second and 1 out at the top of the 9th. 0-2 pitch to Turner. Strike 3 looking. Kimbrell says, I don't need a double play. I'm just going to strike these dudes out. So now, Eric Thames is the batter. He is going to come up with first and second and 2 out, and Cam Bedrosian is going to be brought in to relieve Kimbrell here in the top of the 9th inning. Well, Bedrosian with a 1-2 count, looking in, getting the sign. Here comes the pitch. That's a looper, and right at Fletcher at second base, and that is out number 3. So the Cubs' 9th inning strategy works there. They hold the Nationals to a 7-3 lead. Now they need to mount a furious comeback in the bottom of the 9th. Hayward will be the leadoff batter for the Cubs. He is going to stand in with 1 for 3 already today and an RBI. 3-0 pitch. Hayward takes ball 4. He heads down to first. He's going to be the first base runner for the Cubs in the bottom of the 9th. Almora now still facing Okert. Okert recorded the last out in the bottom of the 8th. And Almora with a 2-2 count. Almora hits it on the ground to third. The throw goes directly to first base. Hayward had a good jump. They did not try to get the double play. So Hayward goes to second on the fielder's choice. And Danny Santana is going to be the pinch hitter. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. Cubs down by 4. Full count pitch to Santana. Here it comes. Santana swings and misses on a pitch that looked like it was outside. That is 2 outs now for the Cubs, and Tauschman is the batter against Okert. Hayward still standing on second. 0-1 pitch to Tauschman. Popped up to left. That will probably do it. Soto ranges over and puts it away for out number 3. Well, no dramatic comeback for the Cubs today. Washington hangs on to win the game 7-3. They score 7 runs on 10 hits with 1 error. The Cubs score 3 runs on 8 hits with no errors. The player of today's game is Washington starter Patrick Corbin. We see also that Howie Kendrick was injured running the bases. He was subbed out, and Craig Kimbrell was injured while he was pitching. That's why they brought in Bedrosian in the 9th. Kimbrell is injured, diagnosis pending, so we'll have to see. He might be out for a little bit. Kendrick is also injured, diagnosis pending, so apparently we're going to have to wait for an update from the training staff on both of these guys. Darvish, the Cubs starter, had a short outing today. He drops to 3-5. He threw 2 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and the grand slam was the killer by Victor Robles today. Darvish continues to have trouble giving up the long ball. Corbin, the Washington starter, gets the win. He throws 7 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. And that is our ball game. So the Cubs and Nationals have tied this series up at 1 game apiece. Check in tomorrow for the rubber match of this 3-game series.